The New York Jets finally snapped a painful 5-game skid with a thrilling 21-13 win over the Houston Texans on Thursday night at MetLife Stadium, thanks to a mesmerizing one-handed touchdown grab by star wide receiver Garrett Wilson. The catch, which immediately drew comparisons to Odell Beckham Jr.'s unforgettable 2014 grab, became the defining play of the night and secured Wilson a spot in the conversation for one of the NFL's greatest receptions. With the Jets down 10-7 and facing 3rd and 19 at the Texans' 26-yard line early in the fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers lofted a pass into the end zone, trusting Wilson to come down with it. Rising high, Wilson stretched his right hand up while airborne, his legs spread wide in a pose reminiscent of Michael Jordan's iconic Jumpman logo. Despite initial disbelief and the play being ruled incomplete, Jets head coach Jeff Ulbrich challenged the call, leading to a heart-pounding review. As MetLife Stadium held its collective breath, the officials confirmed Wilson had made the catch, with his shin touching down in the end zone just enough to count it as a touchdown. The score flipped the game in the Jets' favor at 14-10, reigniting the crowd after what had largely been a quiet night. "I just kind of lobbed one up there, and he made an unbelievable catch," Rodgers marveled. "That was a huge play. That's a game-changing play." Wilson's catch was not only vital but electric, adding fuel to the team's drive as they rallied in a must-win scenario. For Wilson, the comparison to Beckham's legendary catch was humbling. "For it to even come up in that convo, I'm blessed," he said. "I'm honored." The Jets' offense, led by Rodgers, showed resilience as the night wore on. Despite a slow start, Rodgers ended the game with 3 touchdown passes, including a 37-yard throw to Davante Adams, who the team recently acquired from the Las Vegas Raiders. Adams' touchdown catch, a spectacular deep ball late in the game, extended the Jets' lead to 21-10 with just under 3 minutes left. That score seemed to cement the victory, but the Texans tried to rally, cutting the lead to 8 with a field goal. However, Adams recovered the Texans' onside kick attempt, allowing the Jets to run down the clock and secure the win. This marked the Jets' first victory in 4 games under interim head coach Jeff Ulbrich. "Oh, my goodness," Ulbrich said after the game, recalling the instant he saw Wilson's catch. "I was talking to the ref when they were reviewing it. I was like, just for the sake of posterity, you have to say that's in just so it goes down in history." Rodgers finished the game 22 of 32 for 211 yards, an effort that overcame a tough start. In the first half, he managed only 32 passing yards, marking the lowest total for him with 10 or more attempts in an opening half in his career. Reflecting on it, he admitted, "I played about as bad as I could in the first half and knew it had to get better from there." The Jets initially tied the game at 7-7 early in the second half on yet another sensational one-handed touchdown grab by Wilson, setting the tone for what would become his standout night. However, the journey to that point wasn't without its stumbles. Rookie Malachi Corley had seemingly scored his first NFL touchdown on an 18-yard run down the sideline in the second quarter. However, just before he reached the end zone, he dropped the ball in celebration, resulting in a touchback and a turnover. Ulbrich was direct in his response to the rookie after the costly mistake. "First of all, you can't do that," he said. "Second of all, you owe us one." Despite the setback, the Jets' defense rose to the occasion multiple times, keeping the Texans at bay. Houston kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn missed 2 critical field goals that could have kept the game closer. His first miss came after the Texans initially trailed 14-10, Fairbairn converted a 43-yard attempt, but the Jets were granted a reprieve when an unnecessary roughness call allowed the Texans to retain possession. Given another chance to score, Fairbairn attempted a 27-yard field goal, only to see it deflect off the left upright, leaving the score 14-10 in the Jets' favor. For the Texans, it was a disappointing night on multiple fronts. Rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud had a challenging game, completing only 11 of 30 passes for 191 yards. With top receivers Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins out due to injury, Stroud struggled to establish rhythm, and he expressed frustration post-game. "It's embarrassing to come out here in a primetime game and get embarrassed like that is never fun," Stroud admitted. We have to be better in a lot of areas, and that starts with me. There are plays I've got to make, throws I've got to make. The Jets' win marked a key turning point as they looked to salvage their season under Ulbrich. Injuries, however, remain a concern. Left guard John Simpson exited the game in the second quarter with a groin injury and didn't return, while backup offensive lineman Jake Hansen also left shortly before halftime with a hamstring injury. Additionally, cornerback Michael Carter II was sidelined with a back injury. As the Texans look to bounce back, they face a tough three-game stretch in prime time, starting with a Sunday night showdown against the Detroit Lions on November 10th.